Hey y'all, happy Sunday. It is the first Sunday of November. I cannot believe that we are already at the 11th first Sunday. This year has flashed before me so quickly. Time flies when your life is on a roller coaster. Anyways, let's dive straight into House of Hope Atlanta. Jasmine Walton, one of my favorite female vocalists and worship leaders, she led praise and worship today. That girl is a force. She just got that type of worship leader voice. Like the vocal insanity during praise and worship today, I could not take it.
Come on. Everybody clap those hands. Everybody clap those hands. Everybody clap those hands. Everybody clap those hands. Song said, you don't come, we won't move. We're resting, Lord, for a touch from you. And you don't come, we won't move. We're desperate, Lord, for a touch from you. Somebody open up your mouth and give him glory. Oh, 'cause we need a touch from you. Hey, 'cause we need a touch from you. Nobody like the healer. 'Cause we need a touch from you. There's nobody like the Lord God Almighty. We need a touch from the one who is worthy. Our hearts are ready, Lord. We're here for you. Somebody give him glory. Somebody worship him. Oh, we're here for you.
Vocal purity, Jazz, she is just one of my favorite voices in worship, period.
Everything, you're everything to me. Everything, you're everything to me. Hope for tomorrow. You're everything to me. Everything. Oh God, you're everything to me. Everything. Oh, we call you Savior, and we call you Jesus. Somebody ought to call on the name of Jesus. There is nobody like you, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Somebody call him Jesus. 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 You're still everything to me. Oh God, you still mean everything to me. I never take you for granted. I never take your love for granted. You're still everything to me.
I am honestly convinced that God was pleased with the sound of worship that was released today because, do y'all hear that? So Pastor Smith didn't actually preach today. Pastor Courtney Franklin did, and he preached on the triumph of transition. My God, watch that thing for yourself because you're gonna take some great notes. My few favorite points that he said were, people are okay with tradition and struggle with transition. And then he said it's a bad thing to stay in a bad place when God gave you a good way out. Teach. And then the last thing that I remember is what he said is that the reason why some people have left the church is because their commitment was fueled by routine and not by a relationship. That's good stuff. And then here he gonna cut up at the end. I cannot take good church.
I belong to God.
may not like my life right now, but I won't give up, cause I belong to God. May not have everything today that I put on my vision board in January of 2020, but I won't stop dreaming, cause I belong to God. I belong. Pat yourself and say, I belong to
So
God.
I never tell y'all this part of my Sunday, but after watching House of Hope Atlanta, at 10:30 I watch House of Hope West Point. It's the same church, same pastor, just different location. Boy, when I say Pastor Smith brought it down today.
The throwing room is the way to the throne room. I just said something. That's tweetable. That's YouTubeable. Oh, y'all ain't saying that. That's Facebookable. I said sometimes your throwing room is the way to the throne room. Thank you, devil. You thought you were going to kill me. But guess what? You only make me go closer to God. I'm closer to God and praying more now than I ever have. Why? Because you've been messing with me. You should have left me alone.
This moment was everything. And y'all know I don't mean anything like offensive when I say this, but I love our kind of church. You know, there's nothing like the connection between the message, the preacher, and just our culture of how we receive the word. Like, that's golden to me.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to holler at y'all like this, but am I talking to somebody who's been through some stuff? But you can testify, I made it. Sunshine and rain, I made it. Heartache and pain. Come on, tell somebody, if I can make it, you can make it. Do y'all believe it? Do y'all receive it?
This past week was warfare week behind the scenes for me, and so this moment of exhortation really just spoke to me. And on Friday I talked to y'all about a situation that had occurred, and let me just say that church was everything today to assure me that I'm doing the right thing. So I'm done with House of Hope. They done gave me good church today, so I am just so happy. Of course, today is First Sunday, so we rocked our black on today, and we took communion. My dad's sermon was about worship, and y'all know me, I'm a worship freak, so anytime my dad does a lesson on worship, that's enough for me. Happy Tuesday, y'all. So here's the deal. I wasn't planning on giving y'all a weekend recap again until like Thanksgiving break, which is later in November. But there's something exciting going on that I really wanted you guys to be a part of, you know, as far as my sophomore season is concerned. And this is actually huge for me a little bit, and it's also very last minute. So me working this weekend recap into the vlog schedule is a miracle. My school is doing a volleyball tournament, like for fun, because the season has already ended. You know, a blackout volleyball tournament. Playing volleyball in the dark. I know, right? Dangerous. Any students, boys and girls, can play and have teams up to from 8 to 10 people for $30. So it all started yesterday morning when SGA came around selling tickets for spectators to come and watch, or do team fees for those who want to play. So my first period teacher said, you know, if y'all want to get a team together, you know, I'll pay the $30 and sponsor y'all. So now the wheels start turning and brain cells start moving. So at first it was just two of my best friends, who were on the team. And me and my other best friend, we were just going to sit and watch them and support, that team. Long story short, all four of us are on the team together. This is so crazy. Because I was just going to come sit and watch, because my people already know, like, I don't do sports as of right now. I feel like after surgery, even though I was told that I can go back to sports has been a huge no-go for me. This time last week, your girl was sniffling, sneezing, coughing, chugging medicine, all the things that sick people do, honestly. So for the past several days and weeks, honestly, other than that little sick spell going on, I've been feeling pretty good physically. And so I was like, okay, let's give them what they want. Let's surprise them. I think this is going to be good for me, though, because it's been about 4 to 6 years since I've touched a volleyball to actually like play in a game for fun or for a sports season in general. Right now, I feel pure excitement. It could change tomorrow right before we play, and I might start having second thoughts. So I'm ready. Like, I'm super ready. So I'll get somebody to record, my team playing, and I'll put it in here so y'all can see it. So let's get it. It's game day. I am so excited. I never got the full opportunity to come back and talk about yesterday, and I put a video of our team and I playing, and it was so much fun. We did not win to play other teams and go on to play the teacher team, but we still had a great time. And just playing out there with my best friends, looking stupid in front of all of our classmates, and then having, just a couple minutes to relive what I used to do before my surgery. Really just felt surreal in the moment, and it was absolutely unforgettable. So about the shirt, like I mentioned on Tuesday, our first period class created a team. They asked for a team name, and somebody said Red Death, because we were just so happening at the time to be reading Mask of the Red Death. So that's why our shirt said what it said. Y'all, so much has happened within the past 72 hours, just personally. Like, something happened that just extremely annoyed me, and I got home, I got it taken care of. Let me just say that the past 72 hours have really just made me grateful that I have a relationship with God first, and second, that I have the best friends in the world. Like, I cried out of gratitude last night because the way that they've defended me, and they came through to an extent that I have never seen before. But yeah, I think I'm still a little bit emotional because, after everything's over with a certain situation, sometimes it's just like nothing's wrong, but it's just like you don't know what to feel and how to describe everything that you've just gone through. But yeah, yesterday was a beautifully funny, stressful day. I love my life. Sunday, we will close out this very unexpected weekend recap. Well, hey y'all, I most definitely did not talk to y'all yesterday because I was enjoying my Veterans Day out of school. I went to go see my pop yesterday too, and then I spent a little bit of time with my dad because My dad was actually out of town last weekend, so of course we missed our fun daddy-daughter time last weekend, so we were making up for it today. So just kind of spending time with family, getting things done that's important, and just refocusing after a very long week, as you guys have heard me talk about. But yeah, I got to go see my pop because we go see him every Friday anyway. Yeah, that was perfect. And yeah, I have just loved this break. It has been nice to kind of just detox from everything and everybody for a hot second. So yeah, I have been definitely enjoying this break. As y'all can see, I am currently doing my hair because I have some vlogs that I am filming for the holiday season, specifically Thanksgiving coming, Thanksgiving and fall season stuff, and just catching up on things that I need to do so that this channel can run smoothly and that we can be kind of sort of back to a normal vlog schedule. I know I tell y'all how much I try to get back to a normal vlog schedule, and let me tell you something, pre-record, okay? That is how this channel works. Like everything just about is pre-recorded except weekend recap. Like weekend recap is where you actually see in the moment what is going on in my life. But pretty much like the Tuesday talk, couch conversations, Thursday thoughts, all of those are like pre-recorded. So I'm doing like pre-recorded Tuesday talk and Thursday thoughts videos that you guys are going to see very, very soon in the next coming weeks, November, December. So getting my hair ready for that. Already got the things that I'm gonna wear too, so everything's coming together. Plus my parents are out the house today, which is perfect. I do vlogs when they're in the house, but of course, things get loud in here, and I just like it. I just like having the space to myself to really just work on my content. So that is what I am doing right now. One of my favorite things to do on Friday nights is watch a show called Tea and Worship. Tea and Worship is a show from House of Hope Atlanta's streaming platform called The Hope TV. And it's one of my favorite Christian content networks. And so I brought it up last week. And so I'm just gonna take that part from last weekend's weekend recap and put it in here so you guys can hear the reason why I love Tea and Worship so much. I love hearing the journey of an artist's career in gospel music. People see the product but rarely understand the journey of what it took to get there, and so that's why I love Tea and Worship, where they actually sit down and dissect a lot of great things about each guest that comes on the show. And Tea and Worship airs every Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, as well as on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then again on Tuesdays at 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you can also watch all shows on demand on the Hope TV app. And that's it. So yeah, I absolutely love Tea and Worship. Last night's episode was with Greg Kirkland, and oh my goodness, y'all, he is one of my favorite male vocalists and worship leaders to ever exist, period. This interview with my favorite three, Mayan, Corey, and Greg, what more can you ask for, okay? So during the show, Mayan and Corey have a segment of the show called Church That Hook, where basically you have to take a secular song and turn it into churchy gospel some way, somehow. And I will have to admit, this one right here is probably one of my favorite Church That Hook segments that they have done.
Look in your eyes, and there, I said, and there.
He said, and there.
And there, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Just how much you really mean to me. Here and now.
Yeah.
I promise to love faithfully.
Yes.
And great is your faithfulness. Hey! Y'all don't want to do it with me today. Y'all don't want to do it.
Oh, don't worry. We got one more.
Uncle Greg is hilarious, okay? I enjoyed that entire interview from top to bottom, and it's definitely a rewatch for me. Of course, I'm gonna give y'all church tomorrow, and then we gonna wrap this bad boy up. Cause baby, let me tell y'all something. I told y'all earlier, I had no clue that I was gonna be doing a weekend recap this week. But once I got on that volleyball team, I was like, yeah, I really want you guys to be in on this. So yeah, it's been fun. Happy Sunday, y'all. It is Sunday, of course, and y'all know what that means. It's time to talk about church. So let's just talk about how amazing House of Hope Atlanta was today. I mean, oh my goodness. So the first song that they sang today was In Your Hands by William Murphy. Anytime the House of Hope Atlanta sings that song, man, it just goes left. But the lady that is singing first is my favorite singer's sister. So they got started with the intro of the song, right? And I heard the voice, and then I saw the person, and I looked several times, and I said to myself, I know that is nobody but Mion's sister. And like sometimes they'll put like the name of whoever's leading the song at the bottom, and so they put her name up, and I say, yup, I know a Bolton when I hear it, okay? Like, I know my people. I was not tripping. And then, of course, later, Lawrence came in and, of course, swept through the building and did his work. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Lawrence is that he is going to take you to church, or he's going to lead you to worship, or do both in one service. Like, he understands the assignment every single time.
Whoa! Said you are my peace, and you are my strength. Hey, you are my everything, friend. Jesus, Jesus, I can depend on you. I can depend on you. I cry, Father. I stretch my hands.
For worship, they sang You've Been Good to Me by Todd Galbraith. And then the same thing happened. Mayon's sister came back to lead the rest of the song. It was basically like tag team praise and worship. I was like, I love this.
Lord, you are good. You've been so good. Lord, you are good. You've been better than good. I can't praise you enough. I owe you my life. Can't praise you enough. Even if I try, 'cause so good to me. Come on, say, yeah. Lord, you've been good. You've been better. Sing, I owe you my life. I can't praise you enough, even if I try. So many doors, so many ways, so many times, you healed me. Better than good to me. So many doors, so many ways, so many ways. You've been better than good to me, better than good to me, better than good to me. You've been better than good to me. Anybody know he's been good?
Pastor Smith's sermon, his sermon title today was "It Was All a Dream." I was like, yo, it's about to go down in here. Pastor Smith, he is such a force. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, I was shook.
Those of you who sow in tears, those of you who've been going through in tears, if you just hold on a minute, the Bible says you're getting ready to reap in joy. You have a witness in the house, and I don't know about y'all this morning. Do me a favor, touch 3 people and say, you're getting ready to reap in joy. Come on, touch their shoulders. Say, you're getting ready to reap in joy. Come on, lift your hands. Say, this is my season of grace and favor. This is my season to reap what I have sown. If you believe that, clap your hand right there. Oh! Oh!
This message, especially the closing, was for me because I told y'all on Thursday what I've been through this week, and baby, certain things that he said were just so specific, and it was just reassurance and confirmation of so many things that God has just been showing me since that situation this week. And every Sunday service in November with House of Hope Atlanta has just really been personal to me, especially for what's been going on. Next week is church anniversary for House of Hope Atlanta. I am so excited, and I've already seen a sneak peek, and my mouth was wide open the entire time I was watching that sneak peek. So I am not ready. I know I'm going to be messed up in shambles in the most best way possible. I mean, this is House of Hope Atlanta you're talking about. Like, I can only imagine how perfect it's about to be. Last year was amazing, but this year is going to be wild. I just know, because they always find some sort of way to outdo themselves better than the previous year. It happens every time. Just watch the next weekend recap. My church was good today. My dad also preached something slightly similar to the season that I am in right now. And I'm just like, God, you are making all of this make sense. And it's just like, I have no words, but I am so thankful that he is connecting the dots, because for me to be in such a place of peace in a situation that I mentioned on Thursday, that's nobody but God. I cannot wait for y'all to see how Thanksgiving break turns out next week. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be funny. Overall, hopefully a great time. That is if Thanksgiving is drama free, because, you know, family like to start stuff. That's unnecessary foolishness. But thank y'all so much for joining me this week. It has been one heck of a week, okay? And I'm just so glad that y'all were here for the ride. Well, I love y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow.